just froze. Edgey has crashed. Edgey has crashed. It's too spicy, frames just smashed. Set throwing jokes, this ain't a stream, it's a freaking blast. Touhou bullets dodge with flair, chat spamming frogs and curse fanfare. YouTuber model glitching wide, eyes go crossing, tails collide. Touhou bullets dodge with flair, chat spamming frogs and curse fanfare. YouTuber model glitching wide, eyes go crossing, tails collide. Press F5, hope it holds. Edgey's body, soul is bold. One more crash, one more scream. Internet can't hold this dream. Digital mayhem in every flash. Edgey has crashed, game broke down, but fun still lasts. Moons amassed, the stream goes fast, but Edgey's legends built to blast. Rebooting Edgey complete. Burning out, crashing loud. A moon rabbit's glitching out the crowd. On screen, chaos inbound. TF2 Todd's bodies hit the ground. Blinding eyes, take tears, go splash. Stream just froze, Edgey has crashed. Edgey has crashed. It's too spicy, frames just smashed. Set throwing jokes, this ain't a stream, it's a freaking blast. Touhou bullets dodge with flair, chat spamming frogs and curse fanfare. YouTuber model glitching wide, eyes go crossing, tails collide. Touhou bullets dodge with flair, chat spamming frogs and curse fanfare. YouTuber model glitching wide, eyes go crossing, tails collide. Press F5, hope it holds. Edgey's body, soul is bold. One more crash, one more scream. Internet can't hold this dream. Edgey has crashed, what's distorting means rehash. Sets got lost, digital mayhem in every flash. Edgey has crashed, game broke down, but fun still lasts. Moons amassed, the stream goes fast, but Edgey's legends built to blast. Rebooting Edgey complete. Burning out, crashing loud. A moon rabbit's glitching out the crowd. On screen, chaos inbound. TF2 Todd's bodies hit the ground. Blinding eyes, take tears, go splash. Stream just froze, Edgey has crashed. Edgey has crashed. It's too spicy, frames just smashed. Set throwing jokes, this ain't a stream, it's a freaking blast. Touhou bullets dodge with flair, chat spamming frogs and curse fanfare. YouTuber model glitching wide, eyes go crossing, tails collide. Touhou bullets dodge with flair, chat spamming frogs and curse fanfare. YouTuber model glitching wide, eyes go crossing, tails collide. Press F5, hope it holds. Edgey's body, soul is bold. One more crash, one more scream. Internet can't hold this dream. Edgey has crashed, what's distorting means rehash. Sets got lost, digital mayhem in every flash. has crashed, game broke down, but fun still lasts. Moons and mass, the stream goes fast, but Edgey's legends built to blast. Rebooting Edgey complete. Burning out, crashing loud. A moon rabbit's glitching out the crowd. Harmony is on screen, chaos inbound. TF2 taunts, bodies hit the ground. Blinding eyes, take tears go splash. Screen just froze, GX has crashed. Edgey has crashed, it's too spicy, frames just smash. Set throwing jokes, this ain't a stream, it's a freaking blast. Touhou bullets dodge with flare, chat spamming frogs and curse fanfare. VTuber
welcome!
Eyes go crossing, tails collide. Touhou bullets dodge with flare, chat spamming frogs and curse fanfare. VTuber model glitching wide. Eyes go crossing, tails collide. Press F5, hope it holds. Edgey's body, soul is bold. One more crash, one more scream. Internet can't hold this stream. Edgey has crashed, what's distorting names rehash. Sense got lost, digital mayhem in every flash.
Good evening. Good evening, people. Yes, I'm here. I'm here. And I'm finally back in Touhou 20. It feels like it's been a lot longer than I expected before I picked up this game. I'm actually surprised that this is the only second stream I've done in this game, when I've played a lot of it just off stream. The stinky Edgey. I'm not stinky. Not stinky. You have to be nice to me. You have to be nice to me. My birthday's coming up. You can't be mean to me on my birthday. I'll cry. I won't actually cry. I hate, like, I feel bad saying that, 'cause it's like, I don't want people to think that, like, they gotta be nice to me and anything. Birthday's 2 days away. Wrong. It's tomorrow. My birthday's tomorrow. The birthday stream is tomorrow. My birthday stream is tomorrow because I wanted it to be on the weekend so I can be able to do a late stream with you guys and also do drinking during then. At least ideally be able to do drinking. But, my actual birthday is tomorrow. I don't mind if people tell me happy birthday during the stream. One other person made that confusion where they thought it was the 30th. It's definitely not the 30th. It's the 29th, but it's okay. It is perfectly okay. Both will be acceptable. Not that I'd have any issue if it was even later than that, but you know what I mean. Both are fine. There's nothing wrong with either. What if you use your 50k to end stream early? I'll cry. Actually, big cry. In reality, I might reject it. I might have it be a stipulation for, like, I'll do it for any stream that's not a special stream. So, like, you know, any stream that's not, like, a specific event that I can't just reschedule. If there's no special events, then there you go. It's a special event one. But any ones that are not special events are fair game. Like this one, if you wanted to end it, would just be fair game. But not valid for special streams such as collabs or special events. Oh yeah, I guess I did write that. I didn't want it to just be where I was collabing with someone and someone redeemed that. I was like, well, good thing we planned out this collab at my timing here. I had to actually just end stream now. Bye, guy. I'll catch you later. But yes, let's get into the Touhou right now. Let's get into the motherfucking Touhou. Alright, hold on. Yeah, we gotta get Fossilized Wonders. Look at that. I'll save it for a time that I'll just say I gotta go to bed. Night, y'all. Really want to miss the gameplay, so end stream right now. That'd be really funny. That's the equivalent of the person that came in the other day and said, well, I guess this is not like a specific joke that they made, but like, it is basically the equivalent of like, hey, streamer, I need to go to the bathroom. Could you please pause the stream? Except it's a streamer, I need to go to bed. Can you please stop the entire stream until next time? When I can actually watch the rest of it, of the stream. Thank you. You guys can hear it fine, right? Is it too loud? This game is kind of on the loud side. How's the volume for you guys? Does it sound good? Too loud? Too low? Etc.? How's it sound? I'm like 3 times as loud. Okay, we can boost up the volume a little bit then. How's that? How's that? Is that better? Okay, perfect. The incident stone. Alright, let's do the beast stone. Hold on. We'll do like imperishable moon. Let's focus. Yeah, let's just try this out real quick. There's like a lot of customization with this one here. But yes, finally back with more Touhou 20. I've played it like a bunch in Discord for all you guys, and then I realized like when I was gonna boot up this stream and when I was doing the little schedule, like, oh fuck, I haven't played any more Touhou 20 on stream. Just like I've only done it specifically off stream for a good while. I felt bad because it was gifted to me. Wonderstone. It's kind of not killing as quickly as I'd like, but it's okay. Hold on, wait, I gotta lock in a little bit. I'm kind of trying to look at the chat and everything, but like, I'm also feeling like I'm just about to get clocked right now. Alright, now kill the moon, kill the pyramid. How are you guys doing today, by the way? Yeah, I'm sorry. I did actually like try to see about the possibility of me streaming on the actual day of my birthday, but if it's gonna be a magma and there's a lot of different things I want to do for you guys, it didn't make sense to really do it on a work night where I'd have to turn in early and stuff like that. I'd rather do it on the Friday, so that way I can be able to actually spend more time with you guys. So I hope it's not something that you guys don't mind that I wanted to do it a little earlier. The key lies no doubt in this green stone. Here, was it you who did this? What have you done to the sanctuary? Now I can't get inside. That you've been sealed by mysterious power. Don't need to fear my investigation. The sanctuary is our home. How can I be interfering? Rainbow out here kicking the ass of the homeless. Just because she can. Absolute Chad. Oh! I got greedy, no! That was completely my fault. Also, like, I got way too greedy. This pattern's not too hard. Oh, I'm washed. I'm washed. No. All right. All right, redo. With Marissa. Let's just do Shintoism wind a little bit. I actually don't remember what any of the meta is for any of these gems here. There's like a bunch of different customizations, like really broken builds that you can be able to get, but I just don't know any of them. At least not right now. At least Shintoism is feeling super strong. Hi Mimic, hi Mimic. Mimic, I'm like... Mimic, don't get upset that I say this, but I'm surprised you're here instead of Sani's stream. But like, I appreciate you being here, thank you. Please don't get upset by that one. I've never seen Sani stream this late. So I was like, wow, I didn't think I'd ever overlap with him, like, unless I asked him if we can stream something together. Wonder what had him streaming so late. Satan Dagi. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I'm feeling a comfy Shintoism wind right now. This one's way better than whatever the fuck I was cooking before. True, there is multi-tabbing, true. I did that for a lot of the streamers that I like to watch during work. The only problem with Shintoism Wind is that this fuck-ass pyramid spawns so much. But also, like, that fuck-ass pyramid spawns a lot, so it'd be dropping a whole lot of sanctuaries of many abnormal magical power. That does reacting to this incident stone. There was you who did this? What have you done to this sanctuary? You're a Yamaba, right? The Yamaba behind this. Then why don't you show me how you react to this green incident stone? Don't mess around. So hurry and fix the sanctuary already. Sonny is doing anything possible to finish up Okami? To eating him alive? Is Okami like a long game? Like hearing him like play it, I wanted to play it myself like on stream, but then like now hearing that it's like, ooh. Is it like a good game? I thought it was, but now I'm not so sure. I bet it is. It's just probably one of those games that's just like it takes a while. It takes a lot of time to be able to get through. Oh no, I do not need a pyramid to be spawning right now. Yeah, Shintoism Wind is kind of kicking major ass right now. Hold on. Thank you, Saribot, for banning that guy. Oh, oh, oh. It's slick. It's slick. Alright, alright, just don't die to the little fucking... Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh. Alright, alright. It's a good game, but longer than most people realize. I feel that. I feel that with a lot of, like... Hollow Knight definitely made me feel that one, but I also felt like I was doing really slow with that one. But I get that. I get that of it just being like, taking way longer than expected to be able to go through a certain game. So Matt Trial is the only thing that can break the seal. The Sanctuary, you mean what's below us now? Come with some beefiness to it? How long is Okami, by the way? Just out of curiosity. Gotta be someone who's trying to hide. There's like a mix of like being nice where like on one hand I want to get into a really long game, but then like I look at something like Persona 5, which I do want to play. At one point, and I do have I want to play it on stream. It's like, fuck, bro. But like Persona 5 is like gonna be like probably take me the entire year, like multiple months to beat Persona 5. Compared to like, I do like some shorter games as well, like something I could just be able to pick up and maybe beat in like 2 streams. But like, I do. There's a certain point of like a mix of like. Some games feel way too short, like, nothing wrong with a short game, but some games, like, oversell, like, how long they are, and then other ones, like, stay way too long, or there's, like, are super intense ones to get through. Like, don't get me wrong, like, I understand certain degrees of, like, how it works, like, Stardew Valley, let's say, for example, like, obviously there's a lot of shit to be doing and collecting everything there, so it's like it makes sense, but thank you, Shintoism Wind. Glory to Sane. Glory to Moria Shrine. Extend! Extend! No. No, just fuck this, bro. Just get out of here. I have so many bombs I could just be wasting right now. Just, I don't even bother. Don't even bother with trying to even do this fight here. Just wrap this shit up. They're just feeding me. They're just feeding me right now. Now I understand like why people in the basket weaving forums that wanted to talk about Touhou 20 would say use Shintoism Wind. I couldn't remember it before. I remembered just like all of a sudden like when I saw that green gemstone that like there's something about this that makes sense, but 30-40 hours according to how long to beat. Oh, it's not too bad for a game. It's not horrible, but definitely like I get it for like a stream setting and everything, like it could take a while. It could take a little while. See, it's formed on the outside, but not the other way around. What's going on? This doesn't seem like your everyday barrier. Ho ho, you there? I don't believe it, a human. Oh, you're, see yokai like you. Are you even a yokai? I was around long for any old yokai. Long for the Yamba around here. Much longer for it to say. Well, the Yamba Jujutsu seemed pretty upset earlier. Oh, you matter? She gone out of this place. Saying this is where I spoke with her on the outside. She's having trouble getting back to the forest. You're saying you came from outside? I'm pretty sure being lied to. There's no way it's possible. There's no way that's possible at all. I'm kind of not super keen to be dealing with her spell cards right now, but it's not horrible. It's just like kind of just making sure I'm paying attention to the speed of a couple of the Danmaku here. I don't want to get touched by that. Don't touch me. I'm kind of just sacking bombs right now, but also like after being fed multiple Wonderstones, like why not? Why not at this point? Why shouldn't I be fed a little bit? Yay, what's up, Klima? No! I hope you're doing well. Thank you. Thank you for the throw. There's a Fumo in there. This is good luck. Oh! I thought for sure I was about to get telefried by one of its spawn. Yeah, I failed the bonus. This one's been pretty bad. Like, I guess it's... okay, well I had one bomb. It's alright. I forgot that these ones just bounce around the whole place. Just not good. Not good that I'm just bombing through all of her spell cards right now. I wasn't lying. Incident stones broke through the barrier around the sanctuary. Incident stone. Gee, what do you want for your birthday? What do you mean? What do you mean, what do I want for my birthday? Stone. I see from the power from the incident, I was feeling it would be superhuman. Now I want explanations. What's going on in the sanctuary? What's going on? Well, exactly what you're seeing. This goes happening here from time to time, since way back when. That's what it's called, the sanctuary. It's been through plenty of times before Yanko, but it seems to have been the first time for the Yamba. Let me guess, that's just your hunch? Now, with how long I was around here, it's not like I don't know a thing or two. I have a gut feeling. Maybe. Probably. This lady's got no clue what she's talking about. Well, that underground altar could have something to do with it. Underground altar? Guess I better go have a look. Anywho's, you say you're using instance power along those lines. It smells distinctly mystical. Alternate might take a like to that. It's a place of more primordial faith. What do you want for your birthday? Anything you'd hope for? Anything you'd want? You guys don't have to get me anything for my birthday. Like, legitimately, like, you guys really don't have to do that. I'd appreciate anything, obviously, but, like, you guys don't have to feel like you gotta do anything. Like, I'm already doing my, a birthday special. I think I can't really ask for much else. Lest I be consumed by greed. General question, you spend anything for your family? Nope. Well, yes, but no. At the same time, we're trying to save money, so I told them really, like, I don't need anything. But I also know that every single time I've told them that I don't need anything, or like, especially because Christmas was just right around the corner. I don't want them to have to spend even more money now for my birthday. They always still do something, so it's more of like I'm not expecting anything, but at the same time, to say I'm not going to get anything is foolish because of the fact that they always end up doing something. 10 minutes, I know. I ended up messing up a lot of people because a lot of people thought that my birthday was tomorrow. Not tomorrow, they thought it was Friday. I should have probably better clarified, but I also don't care. If people want to like say happy birthday on Friday, or like if they just don't know, they're like, that's fine too. Oh no, a stray bullet. Fuck, I panicked really bad, and like, I just didn't want to lose any more lives. I say as soon as I lose my life. This is what no mainline Touhou has done to me. I've become washed. Is a pyramid hidden under the sanctuary this whole time? Happy birthday, Edgey. Thank you, Mimic. Thank you. We're gonna do a birthday special on Friday. We'll do one where it's gonna have a couple of different things. I'll open up some Pokemon packs that I have here. I'm gonna do like a paper craft. I'm gonna... What else am I gonna do? I'm gonna... Whatchamacallit? I don't think we'll do any art, per se. Like, I do like doing art, but, like, I think I'll do that for... Well, actually, we will do art, because we're going to do a magma. I forgot about that, sorry. Yeah, there's going to be a magma that we do, where all you guys can be able to participate, but I am going to restrict access to it, where, like, every person that wants it is going to have to send me a message in a very specific way. I will only give the code out to certain people. Who means I got to do that? Yeah, I'm only gonna give it to certain people because the last time I tried doing one, it did not end up well. But it has 4 legs in the morning, 2 legs in the afternoon, and 3 legs in the evening. Oh, can't have a pyramid without a riddle. The answer is, let's see. Isn't that thing really discovered living in orbit recently? It's kind of new species of Trelegrad. What? Something that actually exists? Oh, whatever it is, you're wrong. The answer is a human, for some stupid reason. For answering incorrectly, you're now destined to die here. Do you know one of the reasons the Lunarians can't be able to join to... Do you know that she's actually, like, really powerful against the Lunarians? Like, she folds the Lunarians because of the fact that they can't answer her riddles. Oh, fuck. I used to continue, because I'm bad. I'm so... Ah, no! I'm so bad, I'm so bad. I'm washed, guys. This is what playing all those other games like Silk Song and stuff have done to me. I can't dodge Don Maku anymore. I think you control the magma thing so it's not all penises being drawn. That's partly it. Okay, so I'll tell you guys the story a little bit. Just because for some people, if you weren't here during the first magma that I ever did, you didn't get to see anything that happened because that VOD got very quickly nuked. And I didn't really want to talk about it afterwards. But oh, good bait. Alright. Let me just beat her because I get another Shintoism win from this, if I beat her at least. But then after that, I'm gonna do a quit because I'm not happy with this run. I'm not happy with the. I didn't expect to like continue, but I'm losing like a lot more than I thought I would, and just throwing it like a bunch of bombs and everything. I'm not super happy with how this run is going. I want to start from the beginning a little bit, just like to get back into the groove of everything. Thank you, Shintoism Wind. If nobody got me, I know Shintoism Wind got me. The fuck is this? What is this pattern? No. Okay. How do you desecrate that sacred riddle? Only. Okay, so the thing with the magma beforehand, which is only seen by the people that were here. If you were here at that time, the magma got during that stream for whatever reason I got a hate raid. I'm not 100% sure why they decided to do that. Just understand that I did get hate raided, and they view botted me a lot in the attempts to get me in trouble. When that kind of wasn't working, and I was just doing magma, they then, because I had the magma open, they would pop in and then just say a bunch of slurs and everything like that. They would write like, I'm not going to repeat anything they said because the fact that A, I don't want to clip that out of context, and B, it's not good stuff anyway, but to the two most, like, online bullied demographics, a lot of it was related to them. So, but it was at least, like, I could scrub it, per se, so it wasn't horrible, it's just, like, annoying. But along with that here, one of the things that did happen was the fact that they would start to put their PFPs as a like naked black guy with his wiener hanging out to get me in trouble. And then also during the middle of the stream at one point, someone managed to get like access to be able to put images on there, and also just made that the entire screen at one moment of just like an entire giant naked black guy just with his wiener out. And because of that, the VOD had to just be completely destroyed, because unfortunately with all the effort I tried, it just was not feasible to make happen. Yeah, it sucked. Also, yeah, like no, unfortunately for Twitch's end, Twitch really doesn't like it when you draw a wiener on screen, even if it's crude. They really don't like that, so I will have to put like some policies in of like, please do not draw this, please do not draw that. Like, don't draw anything that will get me in trouble. If you want, we can do an offline magma where you guys can just be able to draw whatever crude stuff you want, and we'll do it in like a Discord thing. But at least for this one that I want to stream, it has to be like clean, basically. Because one of the things is like, I know Steven asked like, what do I want for my birthday? And I guess like one of the things I want for stream wise is the more thing I want this to do this stream is I really want to be able to have like that magma like available. I don't need you guys to draw like me or anything like that, but I just want to be able to draw with you guys and have that memory that I can be able to like look back at. Basically, I can be able to look back at that VOD and like either like if I ever decide to retire or just like, I don't know, I'm getting like really sentimental on it, but like I get old or whatever, like something like that. I just want to be able to look back at that VOD and whatever cringe stuff I would have said, but just like be able to look back at like all the stuff that like everyone got to draw, and not just like only remember it from the fact that I have the PSD. I want to be able to look back at the whole thing and like good memories and stuff. So that's kind of like why for my birthday I wanted to like kind of get a do-over on that. I wanted to get a do-over on the magma. So So yeah. So probably what I'll just end up doing is like it may have a password, it may not. It may be that I have to set it. If I can't do a password, then I'm gonna completely only allow people that are approved to be able to draw on it, or like write in chat, draw, etc. So you will not have any access to anything until you like send me a DM on Discord and like can prove that you are the person that are requesting access. Otherwise, I will just not let you draw on there. Discord whiteboard. I know you suggested it. I know you suggested it here. The only reason I'm gonna be I've thought about it, and here's my reason for no. I stream late and everything like that, so I wanted to do one thing, which is just what I did the last time of just leaving the magma open in the morning. So I wanted to leave the magma open so that way, if people want access, I'll leave that one open for free, where anyone can be able to access it and draw whatever they want, because I won't have to be there. Discord whiteboard, Zoom whiteboard, all the bad websites. Yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna open it in the morning so that way, like, on the day of, like, oh, if anyone wants to, like, you know, you can draw here in advance. I think I'll open it like tomorrow night or something, just so like it's a full 24 hours that you have if you want to doodle something. And then on the stream of, like, we'll look at a couple of what's been drawn there and just also draw ourselves on there. So we'll like I'll be drawing as well on there, and then anyone that's gonna be like live on stream is gonna have to be like, I'm sorry to do super restricted like this, but I do have to do it from like, please understand that I do have to do it this way, and I'm trying to make it at least as lenient as possible. I will need you to like join my Discord, offer some sort of proof that it is you, like legitimately you, and then I'm gonna basically do like, if you do like draw stuff that, if you do like paste an image, I'm gonna like refuse images, but if you do draw something or like have like a PFP that's like gonna get me in trouble, which I'm gonna censor all PFPs, like I'm not gonna have them be shown whatsoever, I'm gonna put something blocking them all, like blurring them out. I'm literally just like gonna ban you, per se. Like I'm just literally just not gonna let you be here anymore. And I hate doing that because like I really like to chill with a lot of you guys, and I don't like going right away to the ban hammer and everything like that. It's something I really, really dislike, and the only time I feel like the ban hammer is warranted is just literally by Seribot, where it just bans bots all day. Like for bots, yeah, get rid of them, but it's like really annoying when it's anything else. Because I do want to trust you guys, and I do feel like, at least with my stream, like, you guys have some level of maturity slash knowing that you shouldn't be doing these things, like doing certain things, like, know right from wrong and anything. I don't have to hold your hand and tell you like, it's bad, this is bad, you shouldn't be able to do this because it's a bad thing for you to do. Like, I respect your guys' intelligence enough to not feel like I have to hold your hand the whole time, but in that same token, like, I will just flat out issue just point blank punishments at that point for these. If not like a complete ban, just like a full week ban of like from the Twitch, just like complete full week ban, like can't be here, 7-day ban from the Discord server, like, and all that stuff, just for like doing everything in bad faith. And like, again, like I'm sorry that I have to like talk about policing and everything like that and be all like strict and everything, but I don't know. You have to, I guess, I have to learn a few things here and there and like offer at least some sort of punishment, so it's not like, not that it would be incentivized, but at least the punishment is enough to make people also not want to do it. I shouldn't just rely on the fact that like, I guess a lot of people see me as a nice person and wouldn't want to do that, but I should also like make it clear that at least during the stream that, which I'll say it on stream when we're doing it. I'm not gonna say these rules public, like outside of it, but I will have like a pin message saying like how to join and everything like that, and the consequences if you do like are trying to fuck around and find out a little bit. Back to Touhou. I'm sorry for the derailing. How do you desecrate that sacred riddle? It's not a new species of tardigrade. I bet it's a Venusian alien. You said you came here to loot? Well, why did you make it sound like I'm always dreamed to loot in a pyramid? It's fine, I don't mind. Losing your if you lose your dream or whatever. I just the docent they put here. There's nothing to do and I was bored stiff. Okay, since you're cool with it, you're gonna let me in the pyramid now, right? No, wait, I'm not here to loot. This is an urgent matter for all of Gensokyo. Urgent matter? Some unknowing threat seriously messing with this place. Most of the gods and yokai have already been impacted. They don't even realize it. I think the source of the problem is in there. Something related to the sanctuary's anomalies. It's related to the incident stones too, that just keep changing in spite of the threat. So that's what's happening on the surface. Someone's trying to stop me. I can't hold back my curiosity any longer. I think you got the wrong idea. I'm only here to keep things from getting out of the altar. I don't have any reason to stop things from getting in. Here, I'll even guide you. What? Things from getting out? You could probably guess by looking. The pyramid has 4 different entrances. Since you possess a mystical power, the east entrance seems best. But be sure to come back later and tell me what you find in there. That fucking pyramid that I hate. I want to try to progress at least a little bit. I don't want to just call it quits right away. Fuck. Fuck, I still have like the other pyramid, the main pyramid to do. Fuck. I think... sure. I don't know if I'll do a bunch of... Touhou 20 is kind of one of those games where, like, for the most of the mainline Touhou games this applies to. Like, I like playing them on stream, but I also kind of, like, don't know if I like playing them on stream, per se, because I feel like a good chunk of it is, like, it's hard to focus from, like, what's happening on the stream to look at chat and everything. So it's... I, like, hate it. But I, like, love it more because it's Touhou and everything. Talk about a labyrinth. Who knows what kind of traps are waiting up ahead? What is this now? It looks just like a human. Someone's here. However, a closer inspection, there are many flaws. Real humans don't fly on broomsticks. No matter how you look, you You're nothing but a mere human imitation, hallucination. What do you mean by that? In this place, all information distorts the truth. You're just another figment of imagination. What exactly do you mean by that? What is you, man? Princesses from the far reaches of this world. Types like you can only ask questions are called fictional human simpletons. They don't even try to understand new concepts. Eternal nobles atop magnificence have no need for such human nonsense. At least this one is fine to get between. It's not. Thank you, Shintoism Wind. Fuck. I wouldn't mind trying like different websites, but it's just kind of like Magma is just like the best one of them all. I think at least. Yeah, yeah. I do wonder if there are any better methods for dealing. I bet there's like way better strats for dealing with her. But I just don't know them. Random bullshit, go! Huh? I lost? You don't mean, could you actually be a real human being? Isn't that obvious? What are you on about? I'm Marissa. I do magician stuff. I'm you, man. I remember being on a mountain in Ozma. Oh, that's right. I was once a princess of the U-Man Kingdom. Happy birthday, Edgey. Thank you, Steven. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Feel as though I've been forgetting something very important to me. My first person to tell me happy birthday, and I've had it fucked up. Sorry for all the questions, but what is this place? 32, not 32, not 32. It's not 32. Quiet, you. Beneath the Asma Purifying Mountain, an earthly facility for the lunar capital. The lunar capital? An important facility built by Lunarians so that they may be able to tame eternity, if I'm not mistaken. But, huh? Why would I know something like that? Are you the Guardian or whatever? Is that right? Let's see. Should my duty was to... What was it? My duty was... well, never mind. I don't know why, but since fighting you, my heart has suddenly felt lighter. In the sense that I couldn't care less about duty. What? Huh? What exactly do you mean by that? Say, why don't we go deer hunting sometime? It's been so long since I've met a human. Did she hit her head or something during the fight back there? This isn't my fault, is it? Don't worry, I just came to my senses is all. Lunarians don't matter to me in the first place. Huh? So, is that so? Well, that's good then. Shit, I missed the timing. I was trying to do a bomb so bad. Steven, do you know that there's a character now in the new Touhou 20 that's literally made out of misinformation and AI brain slop? Her brain has probably been seen every single like finger family video, every single AI generated deep fake like imaginable. Just and she does not know that if it's true or not the information she gets. She's just like, fuck it. It's true. I don't know what's true or not. I'm just gonna start believing everything I have in my head. Alright, this is not good. Not good positioning. No, another fuck-ass pyramid. No, no. No, not another one of these fuck-ass pyramids. I hate them. I hate these fucking pyramids. They're so fast. I hate these pyramids. I hate these pyramids. I will kill Toyohime. Please drop. No, I wanted it to be a hard piece. It's weird. I was heading deeper underground. This shouldn't be giant open space down here. And you definitely shouldn't see the starry sky. Come to think of it, I saw something strange like this in the back of the sanctuary's forest. There are hints from the very start. What an unusual visual you are. You're a human from Gensoki, I see. I recognize that hat of yours. Huh? You're... I'm Watatsuki no Toyohime. It's been a while, hasn't it? Oh, I remember now. If it isn't the Lunarian... Wait, Lunarian? Could this happen to be... No, but... Quite clever of you. This is the Sea of Tranquility, a sea of the lunar surface. So it really is the moon, just like that weirdo back there was saying. As you know, my duty is to watch for visitors crossing the waters. Seas are the source of life, which is to say a source of great impurity also. If you don't stop you from landing ashore, your impurity will contaminate the lunar capital. No, 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 no. Fuck, I landed right into it too. I might just use a bunch of bombs, but like, we're gonna see how the Toyohime fight goes, because I've never actually beaten her. Like, in terms of how far I've gotten with all the credits and everything that I've bummed and stuff, I've never actually gotten to beat Toyohime. Not good. Very not good. I'm gonna lose. And I got a new Shintoism win. I see. Let's see what combos with Shintoism win. Unfocused shot mimics the main story. Happy birthday, thank you, Dan. Thank you for the
Cheer
bits.
100 happy birthday.
Thank you. I'm playing more Touhou. Thank you, Dan, for also this one as well. Oh no, abysmal dog shit. I fucked everything up. I ruined everything. I ruined Shintoism Wind. It's also kind of working. I think it's just because like it's high damage. But I don't like it. I don't like that build. Let's see. Alright, this has to be Shintoism Wind then. Instant attack gauge fills up faster. Release explosive frogs. All right, let's see this one right now. Let's see this build. Hopefully I didn't fuck this build up. How are you doing, Dan, by the way? Also, like, yeah, my bad for the bad phrasing on there. That's why I wanted to double check, because I figured, like, when you said that, I was like, let me double check that you actually mean my birthday, if you mean, like, the day that I'm doing, like, my birthday stream. That's why I was double checking with you, and I was like, are you sure? Because I wanted to tell Neria happy birthday. I wanted to make sure I wrote it down so I can tell him happy birthday, but I was like, let me make sure I got the right date, because I don't want to fuck it up. Alright, alright. Eh. Thank you. Thank you, Shintoism Wind. Very cool. Oh. Oh, actually, this is not too bad. This is epic, actually. Shintoism win, please. Right now would be a really awesome time for you to come back. Fuck. It's fine. It's fine. I'll probably get another heart piece in a little bit. It's not like the end of the world. There you go. Really right there. Shintoism win, my beloved. Yeah. I'm sorry that, like, literally I'm just kind of glazing up Shintoism win, but I mean, like, do we just see what's happening on screen right now? From just that one gem? Oh, I like mini panicked because I saw something red on my on my desk, which was like, it was just a red light from my stream dock, and for some reason I just panicked because of the fact that I thought it was work. I thought it was a work phone call. Not like, not that I would get any work calls. I'm not on the clock and I don't have the appropriate things to be able to receiving work calls. But definitely, like, gave me a little scare. Give me a little bit of a spook. Ah, alright. That's on me though. It was completely unavoidable. Wasn't even like a hard pattern that he was doing there. Just like, it was just literally focus. Focus on what's happening. Doing a bad dodging job. I'm doing just a bad job. Get him? I'm gonna get him, but I'm just doing like a bad job of like... I just kind of... Now at this point, I want to do like better job of like not needing to rely on my bombs every single time. But... It's hard, and I suck. So like... Bad combination. This is her last one here, so like, actually, you know, I have fucked this one up so many times. I'm just getting known reason greedy. Let me just not, like, do that. I thought you were gonna give a heart. Oh wait, I did get a heart. Okay. Yeah, worth it, worth it, worth it, worth it. Worth it to... I do like the idea of... I do wonder if that's going to be Zun's thing moving forward now, because he's been adding like a lot of gimmicks to each Touhou, which is more so like, you know, there was the Ultramarine Orb Elixir, but that was kind of like a differing way of like playing the game for difficulty reasons. But like now there's been like since the past 3 Touhou's been kind of focusing on customizability. Like they had the ability cards, again. Now they have the incident stones. I do wonder if that's gonna be kind of the theme moving forward of like not like necessary theme, but like just styling of doing the game. Just trying to focus on more customizability than really just like having like maybe 2 or 3 different shot types that you can be able to pick from, and then just like moving on from there. Like I kind of like it here, where it's just like you get a lot of mix and match to see what you like to play. So at least like it's kind of funny in 2 ways, because on one end, like it's awesome because like you can be able to customize everything and be able to make whatever you want. On the other hand, you can't complain to Zun about a bad build because, my brother in Christ, you made the sandwich. If Touhou was a more mainstream game, probably in the US, I bet like in Japan, like they probably have some bait like this. You could be able to hit some nice bait of like beating Touhou with the worst build possible type of shit. Those little dots are getting fucking annoying. At least it looks like it's just find a spot with some open area. Or just have Shintoism win proc. That's also viable. Yeah, I'm gonna waste 2 bombs here, just cause like, fuck this pattern. I don't know how to dodge it yet. I bet I have to like do some weaving between those like, in between shots, but that's just not happening right now. I'm getting them. I'm getting them. No. No, no, no. It is difficult. It is muy difícil. Yes, but I was trying to reference my favorite Finnish person. He's also the only Finnish person that I know, but he's also in that regard. He is also my favorite Finnish person. It is very difficult. Fuck, I still can't spell. It's. Don't worry, it's Finnish. You're not supposed to spell it. I wasted a lot of bombs and everything. Oh, fuck. I forgot about this. I can lock in, just dodge it, just dodge it. Just like dodge it, like the fucking gangster that I am. I didn't have to use a continue yet. At least we're getting in better shape for Toyohime. It's still like not ideal, but it is way better shape for Toyohime. That's my goal. I don't. At least before I end the stream, I want to try to beat Toyohime. These kind of pyramids are gonna fuck me up a lot, so I don't know how likely it's gonna be. Because especially that other pyramid, it just is a bomb eater. It's like, all right, bro. Like I understand your goal here now. Your goal is just to literally kill one of my bombs. Alright, if I can just get one more bomb, please, 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 please. Just so at least I can just to hold it. Just to hold it. Oh. Fuck. I was doing so good too. At least it'll be one continue that I probably have to use. I don't think I'm gonna get another HP up unless I get super lucky, but I'm fine with just having to use. Oh, I didn't want to have to use that so early. Alright. My manager told me to send someone home, so I said, Vitalaria, Vitalina. So let's do Spanish. I don't know how to say go home in Spanish, at least well enough. And so I said, hasta la mañana. She got the message. Hell yeah. Shit. Hasta luego. The second version of her name was the correct way to say it? Hell yeah, thank you. Ugh. But this rabbit doesn't know how to read. I know how to read. I know how to read. I read Touhou manga all the time. Fuck. I want to practice a few of her spell cards. I think. Hold on, there is something I want to look up. Let's look this up together a little bit. Let's look it up together. Oh, I hit start from the beginning. Okay, whatever. We'll pull up more. We'll put it on the side here for now. We'll quit for now. I do want to see this. Actually, let me go pee real quick. Let me go do a quick pee. BRB. This shit doesn't work. Oh wait. Fuck it. I'll do it myself. I'm back. I'm back. No, I just had to. I wanted to take a look at some stuff with you guys. I wanted to take a look with you a little bit. A little mini break right now. I want to see how some people are doing the spell cards, per se. I want to see how some people are doing them. I don't want, like, the full, like, you know, how to beat blah, blah, blah. But I am wondering what strategies some people are using for, especially, like, the pyramids at the end. Those bullets are fast as hell, so I'm assuming either it's one of two things. Either, I'm assuming it's not a reaction time thing, because they're too fast to react to. That shot speed is insane. So it's either, at worst, it's a reaction thing, but it's just really fast. Either that, or it's a thing where you have to stand in a certain place where it's just not going to hit you. It's one of those patterns. But I don't really know which one, so I want to see. I want to look at it with you guys together, but also no pulling up YouTube right now. No, you know what? I'm not a coward. I can do this myself. I can figure this out myself, at least with the help of the practice stages. Alright. Let's do some practice a little bit. I'm not gonna bomb them. Okay. Rubble data. Okay, so that spell card should be fine. Here's the only one where I don't get it, per se. Alright, there has to be something here. Because I can't I shouldn't just be able to bomb it. This is a survive one, so it's just like... I could try to go from the top, I guess. I think the top probably has a little bit more promise here. Maybe. I'm not 100% sure on that yet. It still kind of doesn't feel consistent. Okay, it's not as consistent, but it looks like at least from here the gaps are a little bit easier, but like nothing concrete. I think this is just going to be one of the ones that I just have to bomb, but I'd also like to know how to be able to actually capture this card. So I just got lucky. I don't want to just have to rely on just being lucky to capture a spell card. Alright, we'll try a different one. I don't want to... I feel like I'm boring you guys. Like, I've tried to math it all out, and then I feel like I'm just, like, being boring to you guys. Oh yeah, I've already done this one. This one's not bad. Well, Jay, I'm going to sleep now. Good night, X. Damn. We'll probably start to wrap it up then in a little bit here. Alright, let's do a little bit. I'm liking the practice a little bit. Let's see what this one here. At least this one looks... This kind of one kind of... What's up, bro? It's big practice hours. It's big practice capturing the spell cards hour. Trying to learn the pattern, basically. Shout out to that one kid. Whenever I think of it, like in my head, say I want to learn the pattern for how anything goes, I remind myself back of like Adam Sandler's just like Pixels, and like the one kid just giving the worst advice of all time. Happy birthday, bro! Can't believe Edgey's already 37. I'm not 37. I'm literally not 37. I'm not that old. Thank you, Chargeable. But I'm not that old. I'm not 37, I'm not that out. Ouch, you wound me. Hello, dog explain. It's cause it's not like 37 is kind of old, but also like, bro, I'm not even like 5 years close to that. I'm like very far away from that point of being 37. It's just a jape to like get me upset. Not really upset, but how are you doing, Dog Explained? Hope you're doing well. I'm kind of practicing a couple ones here. Because I have gone through it, and I could just, like, completely start throwing myself like a meat bag at all the spell cards, but, like, I kind of want to learn them. Right until I heard turning 39 makes me old. I have to be careful, you know. You better be careful, Chargeable. I'm gonna say this. You better be careful. I am getting older. I'm getting a year older and close. And I'm close to becoming a sage, you know that? I'm close to becoming a sage, and you know what? I'm gonna smite your ass with a fireball. Once I become a sage. I become a wizard. G-Buffett said it best. I'm getting older, I'm growing up. Fair enough there. I think, like, one of the things actually, like, getting older is cool when you're, like, under the age of 21. And when you finally hit 21, then it's like, oh, that's it. You don't get anything else. You're now able to do anything you want, basically. In the sense of, like, you know, you have to be like, what? You have to be 18 for sex. And then you have to be 21 for alcohol, and then you gotta be... I think there's, like, a certain age for driving, but I don't really know what that one is. I think it's, like, 16. It's not true. Once you get past 35, you're no longer the first round of drafting. That's true. That is true, but you can't be able to just go out like Lieutenant Dan. Then you can't live that Lieutenant Dan lifestyle of just yearning to just die at war. Fuck. I do kind of like they don't have in the practice the pyramids like bailing you out. Only broken people want to go to war. Emphasis on want. I say that as a joke of like dying at war and everything like that, but honestly, like, I really hope we don't go to war. War is, you know, bold take around here, but war, not good. War, very bad. Usually, war is usually very bad. The only times that war is good, and like war is like parentheses good, because usually this stuff happens only during war, is like a lot of inventions, like a lot of money gets pumped into science and like mechanics and like not education, but like for research, everything. A lot of money gets pumped into that, so usually a lot of inventions will end up coming about because of war, because of the fact of like trying to outdo the other person. But also like there's also the everything else about war. The poverty, the broken families, the harmed people. Yeah, but then the economy crashes after you exit wars. That's exactly what I'm talking about here. Like, literally, only researchers and, like, scientists kind of benefit from war a little bit because of the fact that, like, usually the people that are making the war happen, like, decide that that's the place that they want to invest a lot into, which is not the wrong answer, per se, mind you. But usually that just means, like, a lot of stuff ends up getting invented, stuff that, like we get super experimental on, like, the most iconic one is kind of the atomic bomb. But also, like, I think literally, like, rubber was made... Like, there was some, like, invention, I think that was supposed to be, like, spray-on wound or, like, spray-on bandage, whatever, like, to help stop the bleeding basically, and I think it like led to the invention of something else, like the aerosol like type of wound repellent or like wound closing, like led to some other like invention, but I can't remember what it was at the top of my head. I think also literally silly putty was also made because of war, if I recall correctly. Like it was either made of war or just the fact that they tried to make a bunch of rubber really cheaply, and then like silly putty was made because of that. I remember silly putty had something to do with rubber. I was a fobbit, so I was mostly safe the time I deployed, but still got to hear the whistle mortars a few times. I got to see the effects of RPG armor Humvee. I think silly putty was used for wound closing at one point. I don't know about that one per se, but I believe it. Also, I didn't know you were actually at war. If you like had actually been deployed. Hold on. I want to take a moment. I can't. Hold on. I want to take a moment here to quiet down the music, and I want to turn off the audio a little bit of the game. Thank you. In if I may take a brief moment here, like I don't know if you're just saying it or not. You know, like people can just say anything on the internet, but I'm gonna choose to believe that this is true. Thank you for your service. Uh, for letting shitheads like me be able to exist and play video games and like have day-to-day life. Thank you for allowing that to happen due to your service. I cannot express it. I know it sounds like kind of monotone and everything because like I kind of don't know what to say per se, but what I'm trying to just say is that I'm very grateful for all your service and thank you for your service. I'm just not the very best at like putting it all together very eloquently, but again, thank you for your service, dog. I'm also not good at like being serious. Like every time I feel like I want to get serious and like talk about something like important, I always feel like it comes off as like super disingenuous because like I always feel like my monotone voice, like my voice, it kind of doesn't change emotion all too much, just like kind of betrays my feelings a little bit. Because on one hand, when I like express my feelings, my tone never changes. But then when I want to just like shit post and like be super gaslighting someone, then yeah, it'll change a whole lot and everything. I feel really bad about that. I never know what to say, but I guess you're welcome. My service was much less than the ones that stayed in. I get that. I get that. Let's stick to shitpost. The shitpost is more fun. Yeah, we can stick to shitpost. We don't have to talk about like war and everything like that. That's not something that we'll like big focus on. But I do also feel that I also kind of get it from like that sense of like it's a mutual respect thing of like, you know, thank you for your service. It's like, oh, you're welcome, I guess. It's hard to know what to say. It's almost 20 years ago. Oh my god. So literally you were there deployed and the iPhone was coming out. Was the iPhone like before the iPhone came out? iPhone's like a crazy invention, all things considered in current times. Like I remember being in elementary school and I still had like a flip phone, and then like what? Then like I went into high school and then like thinking that the flip phone's like the cool, like in my head in elementary the school is like, oh yeah, the only way to get better than that it can get better than a flip phone is a fucking BlackBerry. And look at that, that's like peak technology right there. Look at all the keys that it has. Like it feels super nice to for all these buttons and everything. Like this is the pinnacle. This is as good as it gets. And then the iPhone came out and it's like, well, BlackBerry is now old. BlackBerry is now terrible. Shout out to all the people that like use Motorola to this day. You're actually kind of goated, and also like the Motorola phones are kind of cool. I got to watch someone get shafted by Apple when they busted the screen on the iPhone 1 at a range. That was pretty funny. Oh my god, bro! I can only imagine, especially back then, like where like I guess warranty like that wasn't a super big thing. And like what I think even at that moment in time too, just like there wasn't even like OtterBox or anything like that, like a bunch of different like big cases or anything. It was just like gonna protect your phone because like flip phones didn't have cases, so like why would this iPhone need a case? Why would a phone need a case? Are you stupid? Just like don't drop it, Lamau. Oh, so yeah, I remember playing so much like video game poker and breakout on my dad's BlackBerry because, like I said, that was just pinnacle technology for me. It's as good as I thought it was gonna get. It was like a month's pay for it. It was rendered useless in a matter of minutes. Damn. Going to Motorola's that you could literally run over with a car and they live, and iPhone would just break if you landed on it funny. Weirdly enough, with iPhones, like for as much as they look like just something like China cheap, whatever, like it doesn't look like it do too much. I have this one case that looks like it's a cosmetic case, like it looks super thin and like it wouldn't protect against anything. And literally every single time I've used one of these cases, my phone have never gotten any cracks or anything like that, no matter how many times I drop it. Also, yeah, it would be nice to just have like a durable phone. Smartphones are nice and everything like that. Like, don't get me wrong. It's very nice to have a smartphone. But it would be nice to just have a phone that's like literally just, I will not break. I know for like companies that's bad, per se. Like, beforehand it was good because like no one wanted to buy multiple different phones, and we still had people that were even like wanting to use pagers still. And now it's kind of like, all right, just make the phone as easy to break as possible if you don't have a case. Like, what was it like? Weren't just like literally not this current iPhone, but like the iPhone before it, the 16 or something, wasn't literally just like they had a version of it that was so thin. I think it was the Air actually, the 16 Air just being like so thin and like not sturdy whatsoever that you could literally just have it in your back pocket and bend it. I appreciate the use of titanium and everything like that because it's like one of those metals that's like not super rare. But like, yeah, playing obsolescence is awful. I understand from a business point why they do it. Like, I'm not gonna say like I don't understand why they do it. Of course they do it. They want money, so like it makes sense like to release a new phone every single month. Like, not every single month, every single year, because like drones will just buy it. I literally work for fun fact, I literally work for a tech support company. I'm not gonna say which specific one that I work for, but they also sell phones, and I'm in the phone department specifically. I've seen people that would mouth drool like over like, I need to get the new iPhone, the iPhone 17. And granted, they have like literally the iPhone 16, but they need the 17 obviously because question mark, question mark, question mark. And in working to get the 16 together, in working to get that new iPhone, I will also experience people who have the opposite effect of like, so how do I turn on my phone? Like, I hate to like consider like stupid Apple users because like I use Apple. There's also like, it's so true. It's so unfortunately true. These people will just literally buy anything so long as it has the right name on it. Oh fuck. Yeah, if T-Mobile would have kept 4G towers on, I'd stuck with my S5 active. Yeah, but now they got all these 5G and I'm turning into a zombie being in one of them. My whole brain has been turned into soup at this point because of all the 5G. I think, like, honestly, what would be really nice, like, I don't know how you'd personally do this because, like, it would have to be it would have to be done by the government per se, and it's not like oh, the government should do it. It's like, no, unfortunately the government has to give these resources because of the fact that there's no way that any other company would do this, of just like helping people become more tech literate. Like, there are literally some people out there that will still like we've gotten to the point where like technology and like the services for, like, you know, Space Force and whatever, like that, is it Space Force or SpaceX, whatever it's called, Space Link or something like that, Star Force, I think, whatever it's called, that like everyone can be able to have like internet service and like access to a bunch of different technology and everything. And the problem is that, yes, access thing is a big problem that does need to be addressed, but one of the other problems that isn't really being addressed is kind of tech literacy. Like, there's so many like different older individuals that will call in, and it's not their fault per se. Like, they don't have any of this technology, and it wasn't like, you know, nowadays where like most kids in school and everything like that are kind of forced to be able to learn to know how this stuff works. But definitely, like, access is nice, but also like knowing how to do a lot of this stuff too is also very nice. It would even help, like, it'd help for a lot of the much more elderly population that is currently being targeted for scams and everything like that, if they just took some time to go ahead and show them how a lot of this stuff works. Digital hygiene being taught in schools is also a help. Yes, I do think sometimes they went a little bit overboard per se, but like, I also agree with that as well. I think that's like something that needs to come back a little bit, because like, especially like for some shit you see on like TikTok and everything like that, like a lot of those challenges that just like end up with kids fucking dying. Like, I don't know if this is more recent or if this was like an old thing that was there. I can't remember how like recent this thing was, but this one kid that like was doing sort of like a Whippets type of thing, like a Whippets challenge or whatever, except it was called something else. I think it was called the Sniff challenge or whatever. It was just to find like things to do to get a high real quick or stuff. This one like high schooler like literally did air cleaner, is that pressurized air or whatever, like the same shit you would use for like your computer, like canned air, whatever it's called. Sniffed it and literally just died. Like had a really nasty reaction to it and just died in the middle of it, of having done that. So it's always been there. It's just now people can record themselves doing it. Like, the reason chicks dig scars exist is an idiom. I mean, like, yeah, like, I do think it's true, and like a lot of like, definitely you see a lot more like people just fucking die over like dumb shit over the internet. But I do wish it was just like a little bit more of a common sense kind of thing, or just like a, hey, like, you know, kind of one of the problems is like, you know, I'm gonna sound old when I say this, but like rebellious youth per se, like, I think this is just a human thing in general. It's not really like a teaching thing per se, like a this generation problem type of thing, but it's more so like people hate being told what to do. So if you tell them, hey, don't do that, they're just gonna be like, fuck you, I know what I'm doing, and then just do it anyway, and just like probably eat shit doing it. Like, sometimes you just gotta learn the hard way. You gotta get a little bit of an ass kicking. But important part is teaching why. Like if you can explain why for efficientism, you can get a lot further. I agree. Like if you can, I don't. There's a certain like balance I think that needs to be done too. Because one of the things is also like parents just kind of like let them do whatever they want. It's like, oh no, nothing could possibly happen. Um, it would be very nice if like, yeah, just teaching like what to do and like just offering like, hey, like a parent. I don't think it would be really nice if like for like if there was some sort of way of like parents saying like, hey, like I know there's like these TikTok challenges and everything like that. We used to do challenges a bunch of the time too, like a lot of stuff that I did dumb as a kid, and like just share a couple stories. And even just kids that are using TikTok right now, most children don't even like remember some shit like the Harlem Shake or like the ice bucket challenge. Like they just didn't exist. They were not even a sperm in their father's balls yet by the time that those trends had come and gone. But or the Tide Pod challenge, well, like, yeah, that one too, of like, don't do that. But like just showing like, hey, there's difference between good challenges like the Harlem Shake and the Ice Bucket challenge, and there's also bad challenges like the Tide Pod challenge, or like the, do you remember the one chip challenge per se? It was this I'm gonna explain it anyway, but like for anyone else, but like it was this one chip company that would make a thing that you can buy where it's just like one chip. It only has one chip inside of it, but it's supposed to be like marketing kind of thing of like it was the hottest chip that you can possibly consume, and it had a bunch of different warnings. It was meant for like older people and everything like that, like hey, do not take this if you're under this age, like doing this can be result in this, please know the facts and everything like that. And people would do it and post it on YouTube of like, taking the one chip challenge, because TikTok and like possibly Vine, well, Vine was for 30 seconds, so Vine wouldn't have worked, but like uploading it to YouTube and everything. And then this one kid was like, oh, this is getting really popular, I want to do the one chip challenge, and just bought one at this store, ate it in the middle of school, and fucking died. Like not in the middle of school, like he didn't just like combust in the moment, but he definitely like suffered a lot from it, like where his parents had to pick him up, and like he was like, no, and like after a while I was like, no, yeah, I feel fine, and then like next day he fucking died. What's up, Zan? Drink? All right, hold on, I'll get a drink here real quick. Zan, thank you for the art, thank you for the card art that you've done again. Like I don't think I haven't been able to pop into your thing, into your like streams for a while here, but thank you for that. I've updated my card, and now I have like a section that's like for a lot of you guys, but I have specifically a section for you as well that's like where it shows off that art so other people can see it, and like it links to like your socials and stuff, like your Twitch, your Twitter, etc, etc. No worries, no worries. If you want, you can check it out. But I wanted to include that for all of you guys, so it's not just showing the art; it's also linking to all your guys' socials and everything, and anything like ways to be able to find you guys. Thank you, Zan. But yeah, there's like it's just a matter of like teaching like what a good challenge and like what a bad one is. Like realistically, like even for me growing up in like high school and everything like that, we still had like challenges and stuff like that. But our challenges sucked too. Like these were horrible challenges, but like we only look back at them fondly because it was still early, like internet-ish, before like the internet was getting a little bit mainstream, but not as much, I think, in like that point in time yet. And like the cinnamon challenge. I don't think anyone died from the cinnamon challenge as far as I'm aware, but like it's still not the smartest idea to just like eat a whole mouthful of that. If it's cinnamon sugar, then maybe the worst you can get is just like diabetes or something. but like the whole just regular cinnamon, just like that is. Don't know about deaths, but I think there are hospitalizations. I can believe hospitalizations. What we were talking about is just like a lot of people like just we were kind of going into like an old man like, oh, kids these days got to know what they're doing on the computer and everything. But it really just came down to, hey, you know, like, there's just a couple of challenge, like just better talking with people. Cinnamon's weird. I don't know if there's a link to Beatus and cinnamon, but cinnamon is usually paired with sugar. I just mainly said it for like cinnamon sugar per se, because I bet like consumption wise, you know, it's way easier to eat a bunch of sugar at once, a spoonful of sugar, than it is of in cinnamon sugar at that, than just like flat out regular cinnamon. I don't think you'll go into shock per se, but it'll definitely like start making your sinuses like start flaring up and everything. It's just, yeah, Jordan was just eating straight sugar cubes. Shout out to planking. Shout out to that one guy that died from planking. I do wonder what it'd be like per se if like a lot of like older trends and everything just came back. Playing on top of cars was the worst idea. Playing on top of a car is a fine idea. Asterisk, so long as the car is not in motion. You get a decent, if you can like, you know, if you can get a nice plank off like a Rolls Royce or something like that, that'd be pretty funny. That'd be pretty sick. If you can get a nice costume plank from like you're dressed up as Shaggy and you like Airbnb the mystery machine type of place, and like just get the whole gang, like one guy's dressed as Shaggy, Velma, Fred, Daphne. Bonus points if you get even a little doggy with you, or big doggy's fine, but like might be too many people on the car then at that point if it's a big doggy. And just like all plank on top of like the mystery machine from Airbnb. Like, you know, there's cool ways to be able to do it, but like usually loop back around if you wait long enough. That is true. Like there is like that moment of like where things just have like that resurgence for kind of no reason, like, you know, troll face. You actually lose points if you have a scrappy. Yeah, it has to be like medium size. If you have a tiny like miniature / small dog, then you lose aura from that. But yes, things do usually loop back, and like sometimes it's for the better, sometimes not so much. Like, you know, goodbye Vine, hello TikTok. But I guess nothing really filled in, nothing like oddly enough filled in that niche void that Vine left of just like short form content. But I think like also, you know, short form content has like obliterated a lot of stuff that like, I don't know. I think like there should be a balance between like short form content being nice, like junk food kind of stuff, but also like still like respecting the fine dining of like respectable long form content. Not any of that long form content that's just like long for the sake of being long, like shit that actually has nice quality to it, like, you know, animations, works like that, etc. But Trollface was kind of like a nice bringing that one back, everything. It's nice to see like it's taking like that new breath of life inside of it. It made me feel like, it made me feel nostalgic just seeing like Rage comics just kind of resurge in relevancy. Only for safe of being long can be alright. Example 12 for a crab rate video. Okay, that's different. That's kind of just like stretching out a video that like people want to watch for a long time. But I mean more so videos where just like people, it's just the person yapping and you can tell that they have nothing else to talk about, but they're just yapping for the sake of yapping per se. Like rant tuber is one thing, but then just like taking a video that you can like, you know, it's like lore deep diving or anything, it's like a quartering stream. Yes, that's basically what I'm trying to say. Something like that where it's just like you can condense what you want to say into like a much shorter form and like be able to get something nice from that. But then you're just yapping and yapping and yapping because you like hearing the sound of your own voice, and it's like, this is horrible now. This is terrible. But I do feel bad for like a lot of animators and anything like that. There's not really any site for you to really exist on, because like you have YouTube, but YouTube kind of hates animators a little bit because they, unless you're like literally super popular that you can just like, unless you're popular enough like you're SMG4, you know, Digital Circus, what else? Maybe Eagle Rapper, if he drops something that may be that one. Serpello, etc. Like, unless you're like a really well-known animator, like, you're just kind of fucked when it comes to animations. Like, YouTube's not good because like it definitely doesn't prioritize you. Twitter's not good. I'm not gonna explain that. Don't need to explain that one. I don't think Tumblr allows long-form videos to be hosted on their site, only images, so I don't think that that's an option. Having your own site doesn't work. It has no visibility unless you like do some weird stuff. Any side sites like Dailymotion and whatever, not good. TikTok is short form only, so like, and also like vertical restricted, so like unless you're making some like very short animations like that, then kind of doesn't work. And what else? There's just like, I mean, like you have Newgrounds also, but like to splash with the cold water a little bit, there are only two type of people that access Newgrounds right now. Either you're old school and you access Newgrounds because you like that platform a whole lot and everything like that, or you're a new person that like wants to access Newgrounds, but only for the sake of just playing Friday Night Funkin'. And that's it. That's the only reason why. Those are the only two camps of Newgrounds users. There's no one really that's going there new that's like, I mean, man, I want to see what like animations that are here. Like, I want to see what I can be able to get from here. It's like, no, there's probably those people probably exist, are like such a fringe minority that like it's not even worth even considering that to be the case. You have to get into the ground level. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of people that can carve niches for themselves. Like, I mean, one of the things that you can probably end up doing is like, no, you can't even really, because Twitch has certain restrictions and everything, but like at best you can probably try to see about doing like a guerrilla Twitch stream where it like plays all your animations and everything that you've done. But realistically, like, it's gonna get boring really fast. It's gonna get super stale, and that's why like the only things that really survive in that type of content of like quote unquote animation for long periods of time like that is just those AI generated episodes. Like, you know, there was AI Seinfeld, AI Family Guy, AI SpongeBob, etc. Like all the stuff that's like designed to be able to just go forever per se. Because even like for Serpello per se, like for all the spooky months that he's done, maybe you'll get like an hour or something like that. You know, the internet shrinks to a handful of sites. It harms anyone that wasn't already established. The only person that I've only seen one person where you can just get lucky at the end of the day and just have your shit blow up, and even then, like sometimes it's hard to tell whether it's a plant or just you got really lucky. But Fbo is the only one I can think of in recent that like beat the odds per se, beat the house, and like was able to get something done with you know, parkour civilization. Just being like, it probably worked out that he just like literally made them as like little small like bite mini episode type of things for filming reasons and like being able to keep engagement, and then decided to just, after he finished the whole series, just stretch it and paste it all together into like a coherent movie. So that way you can have the short-term people and the long-term people, like the long content viewers and also like the short-form content viewers, like all have equal footing in what they want to do, of like how they want to watch it. But I don't know. It definitely sucks. A lot of it. It sucks that like everything has to get so complicated. At least for like being creative on the internet. One of the other issues which I do feel is like you can't even fix this. It's kind of just like a thing you have to just work around too, is like I feel like with a lot of people at some point, like some people get really harsh on themselves. Like a lot of creative people like start getting really hard on themselves and don't want to create and don't want to just like make something because they see a lot of other established creators already and feel like, well, whatever I make is not going to be as good as them, so like there's no reason. It's like, no, don't do that. Like you never know when the algorithm literally just might love you for no reason. Then you have the established people that leave and just have their channel sitting there idle. There are some established people that I wish did have that fate, because at least I could look back at their content fondly. Cough, cough. SML. Super Mario Logan. Cough, 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 cough. Definitely wasn't expecting like to find someone that just like someone. Thank you for the one person, I don't even know who that was, this video, that made like a in-depth, like a little lore video on like the person behind Super Mario Logan. Obviously, you know, Logan. And talks about like all of the crash outs and everything, and like all this shit that's been going on. Because as far as like my lore of him was understood per se, because I hadn't engaged with his content in a long time, it was just that he started to just love this chef character, the chef PP, and then even before that he had a series that I really liked and then had to kill off my favorite character of Mama Luigi, who was just kind of a, not sure what word is allowed on YouTube or Twitch, but he definitely had like mental problems per se, and he had to basically kill off the character because his friend that would do the voice was like moving away. Since I'm an angered and Guy Dinger viewer, I think you should know who I wish would have stopped now. There's some people that I'm surprised like still keep going, honestly. Like in the other way, like there's some people that I would have 100% expected for them to just like completely just call it quits, like, and just drop off, like just like I don't feel like doing this anymore. Like I want to just do my own thing and just like not make content anymore. The only two that like really impressed me that they're still doing stuff to this day is like AVGN, you know, James Rolfe and everything. I'm surprised like he still does everything, and I've even catched a couple of his like a lot newer stuff, and it's not the same as old AVGN per se. Like it's not him in his prime per se, but it's definitely like one of those things. He still got it, but because like, you know, with everything you get old, he's much older and everything like that. He's been doing it for so long. It's just like he's mellowed out like a whole lot. Like he's not, obviously for AVGN, he's not getting that angry about everything, but like the reviews kind of feel more genuine, of like he just likes talking about stuff that he likes. He'll include like a couple of fucks and like stuff here and there, but it's just kind of more of a time has passed, so now I'm just not that same level of angry. I'm just kind of chilled out a little bit more. So crazy that Red Letter Meeting Guru Larry is still around. Yeah, dude, Guru Larry's been around for a really long time. You know who else has been really long? This is the person that I actually expected the most to like drop. If I was given like a poll per se of like as a kid of like, hey, which content creator do you think you'll see like still making content in like 15 years from now? Out of all the people I watched at that time, I probably would have just said Sugar Conroy. I am so surprised that he still makes videos and does not even like adapt to the modern way of videos existing. Like, you know, current day is like, you know, if you literally one of the basic things is like, if you don't have either a VTuber model or a face cam of some sort, like, you're doing Let's Plays wrong. Basically, you're doing this shit like incorrect. Because no one wants to just watch the gameplay anymore unless you're just watching a long play. People want a face or something to put the voice to. Like, you know, Arlo, a lot of people will need something, per se. If you're just ranting about something, you don't need that, per se. But for Let's Plays, you kind of need that, like, expression. That something, that little thing that gives... You said Arlo. I didn't say Arlo. I don't watch much Arlo, but I at least respect it a little bit. Like, at least it's something different, per se. That I can't think of any other YouTuber that really does, like, you know, the whole puppet gimmick. It's a nice gimmick. I kind of like it, per se. I like the idea of the gimmick. I think Arlo has some weird takes a little bit, but I also like those shit posts of Arlo that would just like tint Arlo a different color, just make him like, would take Arlo's thumbnail, tint him a different color, and just make him like either super contrarian or just like say some outrageous shit like yellow Arlo like, well, Gooning's banned at Nintendo Land, I guess. It's like this just doesn't even make any sense. Like, the joke is just like XD so random, but it's also like, hell yeah. Just fucking, I get a nice laugh out of them. I was surprised that Movie Bob still posts anything at all. What a tragic character, Movie Bob. Him, there's like a bunch of people like that I do wish, like, I bet like literally they are fine to decent people IRL, but from how they just have to talk and do everything online, they are the most insufferable people possible. And I really wish that, like, whatever god you choose to pray to would just smite their internet connection and may force them to be unable to wherever they live moving forward, to be unable to utilize any form of internet, so they're just sent to the dark ages, basically. Because the fact that I bet they would just be much happier, per se. Like, here's another person who, like, I'm afraid and I have to double check if he's even still around anymore, because I know he was supposed to come back last year. Dobson. Dobson was allegedly moving to Blue Sky, but I don't know if that's true or not. But yeah, the inflationist. Yep. But I don't know if he actually went through with that or not. I just know that, like, he made a tweet of a little comic he did that was just like a blue butterfly that landed on top of his quote-unquote iconic hat, and it was just meant to be like the butterfly was very much styled after Blue Sky's butterfly, so like it kind of seemed like he'll be posted on there, but as far as I know, I haven't heard anything of him just coming back. Let's check Fruit Farm. Someone is always probably checking. I bet like there's probably someone checking to see if Dobson's back around. But it's one of those things where I'm not super interested if he's back. I just really hope that he's not, because he needs to get off the computer. He's also just super schizo. Speaking of other people that I hope have their just internet connection just completely terminated forever. And it's also long-lasting, Yandev. I have no idea. I literally can't even think of how, like, he still makes money on the game that, like, is not promised. Like, we literally had Hollow Knight and Silk Song both released before Yandere Simulator got released. Two of the slowest moving games possible, next to maybe like Cuphead, per se, for development reasons. Star Citizen says, is Yandev just working the grift? Of course he's just working the grift per se, but it's more so like, he's got Patreon with dummies. I literally just don't understand as like a person with like any form of functioning frontal lobe, how you just keep paying that, like that Patreon amount. I can literally only assume like, because I don't want to assume that literally the world is filled with just these knuckle dragging Neanderthals that like literally still believe that this game is going to be coming out, of just like their kids. No shot, bro. I refuse to believe that it's kids that are caring about like Yandere Simulator. The kids are just caring about Fortnite, and if they cared about Yandere Simulator, whatever money they were going to use for Yandere Simulator just goes to Fortnite for skins, or goes into Roblox for more Robux. I refuse to believe that they are actually paying for his Patreon right now. I can only think of one scenario of like understandably why someone would pay for his Patreon, and it's just for the fact of like archivists that are looking to just document every single post that's gone on there. I can Yandere dev thousands last year. I'm getting too much. I can just keep spending. It's a problem. It's an understandable problem. The first portion of being able to solve your Yandere Simulator supporter problem is to know that the problem is there. But realistically, like, if for all the shit that's come out about him, like, I'm just surprised that, like, I don't think he's gonna get canceled per se, and I wouldn't want him to get canceled because then he's just used that as like an easy scapegoat for like why people don't like him. Of like, look, I got canceled, but like, there's so many like different games out there, like different studios and everything like that, even at different Kickstarters and everything that you can probably be able to at least get something from. Like, granted, right now, I backed the Friday Night Funkin' disc, like, I backed that game. I have no idea what my credit is gonna be in there, but, I have to double check how I redeemed everything, but I did back the game, and it's one of those things like I don't regret backing it, but definitely like I've grown so like past that game right now that I don't even like kind of care if it comes out anymore. I understand why they're cooking it and everything like that, but like I just literally don't care anymore about like Friday Night Funkin'. It's taken like too long. Let's say there's no news on Dobson. Interesting. Probably he was gonna be pivoting over, and then just like, you know, more family stuff came out that like made him stop. I hope, at least, but honestly, grifting Patreon is a thing to do. Sadly, a lot of game devs do. The thing is, like, I don't know, man, because even like for Tiny Build, like every single Tiny Build game always feels like trash a little bit. Not the, I guess I am dissing Tiny Build a little bit with that one, but like, what was Tiny Build expecting to do realistically with the Yandere dev concept? Like, even then as a game, like, I don't even see how the whole game part would even be interesting to a degree. Like, even from the gameplay that was put out and everything like that, of like what you do per se, and like the little demo that like got leaked and everything, there's just nothing there of like any form of interesting content, or it just seems like it's just, not only is it just like a sandbox per se, which is expected, but it's just like, even for Anderson was huge back in the day. I know he was huge back in the day. He was posted on 4chan a lot and people really liked the idea, and like it's more so the fact of like, even for what he's shown is like, this is the idea he wants to go about. Like, okay, you kill a love interest, but then like the main character, you kill like, not a love interest, you kill one of the competition for your love interest, and then just kind of like nothing happens. Like you have to balance out like morality, like not morality, but like school, social there. Like it's not your carrying, but like everyone else is carrying. Like everyone gets depressed if you do things in a certain way. And I don't know. One of the things that just even surprises me still, here's the part that like still shocks me to this day. I'm getting small because I'm like leaning back a little bit, so like please ignore that. But is like there's so many things with Yandere Sim that's like that has it as a collab per se. Like there's at least one mobile game that I remember. I don't remember what the name of it is, but I know it exists out there that did a collab with Yandere Sim, and it's like, bro, he doesn't even own the rights to that character. That character is just literally from the Unity shop. That's not how she's supposed to look. I think TinyBuild was trying to keep him focused. TinyBuild was half trying to do that, half trying to fix all of his god-awful code. But like, he couldn't read the code then, and then he got like upset because... Which I kind of don't understand. I do wonder what that deal did look like. Because it sounded like they had one person dedicated to rewriting the code per se, but if TinyBuild was going to be getting involved as a publisher, I feel like in retrospect that giving just one dev to help with other dev with completing their project is really cheap per se from TinyBuild's end. Like I feel like they should have given like 5 different people to work on this and like try to put it all together into a functioning product if you're really going to invest time and effort into it. But you know, like maybe he was just that insufferable to work with that, you know, they got rid of the prospects of in the future working with a bigger team. I have no idea, but it just seemed like it was partially getting him to be able to focus, but also like to cut down a lot of the bugs, optimization, all that stuff to put it into a more playable state, so that way like stuff that was just Unity assets could eventually be replaced with legitimate assets. They just picked it because of popular in the mainstream was inspired. Honestly, I initially got interested in it because it was the closest thing to classic Hitman before Hitman 2016 came out. It would be interesting if it did go the Hitman route per se of doing things like doing things in a manner of like removing them from different ways, but it did seem like it was more so just like the killing thing was the more so what they wanted to focus on, besides, you know, just like kind of putting the main character in like perverted situations. Honest to God, like to just completely just be flat out completely honest at anything. I've seen literal like Unity porn games that have come out faster than Yandere Sim, and I'm just surprised that he hasn't even gone that route of this, like just saying fuck it, just throwing his hands in the air and like just saying like fuck it, you can just even have a nude mode in the game just at this point, just for because like that's what he wants at the end of the day. He just wants to goon to the character as much as possible. I bet, you know, now saying that like out loud, I bet that is probably like a build that he does have, but he has some sort of build that's like that where it's just like, or some sort of code, but it's a problem. YouTube people are struggling to find editors. The person with video has vision and they want an editor that can match their style. I think one of the problems is, honestly, like I'm really super for real. Like I think editing is one of the least important parts of your video per se. Like visuals are important, don't get me wrong, but I think sometimes just like with a classy video, just like nicely paced out and everything like that, just like very thematic, like you know what you're doing per se, but you don't have to put a lot of flashy stuff in it. There's one content creator I like that I can't remember their name, but they would do this little series every single year where they do a video like called Having Fun on the Computer, and it had no nice editing to it whatsoever. It just had like it gave off a very like early YouTube feel of like just like gameplay footage here, nothing like intense or like trying to like get for clips or anything. It's just kind of showing like nice moments in the game, and then just like static PNGs of like other stuff just to help relate to what they're talking about. it was really nice. It felt nostalgic. But I used to be going the Hitman route and started making the game a sludge of mechanics. You can see that in earlier demos. There's a reason the speedrun has been is Discord for in posting the cum chalice. Yeah, I do know like of the speedrun mechanics. I think there was one person that was literally just like you can beat the game with like a bucket and a match and just like completely just like without any form of stealth, just like kind of trick the main person at the time in the demo to just like walk under a bucket here and then like get doused with gasoline and then just like walk into a match, burst into flames and die. But that's not what I was talking about. There's a reason the speedrun is banned. Oh no, I know what you're talking about, the cum chalice speedrun. I know that this is a different speedrun, but I was talking about the sludge of mechanics part. But I know which one you're talking about. It's literally just like people open up Discord and like either with a new account or whatever, going to his channel, just writing whatever they can, like cum chalice, or just like some sort of other stuff that he doesn't like for a good while in his Discord, and just seeing how quickly the bot banned you and just getting a speedrun time. I think like literally it was the fastest one was like 0.02 seconds. Was the fastest time. But also yeah, one of the other things that was like further showing that the fact that he just literally sucks as a game dev is just from that point like it was a speedrun thing and a lot of people quote unquote liked it, but only like from a speedrunning perspective. From a game perspective it's really stupid. But instead of like really fixing the issue per se, like all he's done is just literally make it so that way the character just still walks under the pathing there, but just in that specific scenario, she just doesn't get doused with gasoline. So like everything looks the same and like nothing changed, just only the fact that like you can't trigger gasoline there. And, like the biggest band-aid fix of all time. You know what I do feel bad for? If true, if this information is true, I do feel bad for them. I feel bad for High Guard, a little bit. The games always being upset at how players play the games will always be dumb. I think there's a certain degree in which they can be upset, but like at a certain point you have to determine like what's fun, what's balanced, and all that stuff. Like example for that one there of like the gasoline thing, it's very stupid, so yes, it would be something that would need to be patched, but it's very funny as like looking back at it as a game perspective. But like in the sense of making a finished product, yeah, remove that. It's really stupid to just like be able to get this kind of super early kill on someone just by like these really stupid means. But like in the same token, like to nerf stuff that is fun or that speedrunners are like kind of using, but it's not something that affects the main gameplay or anything like that. It sounds kind of stupid. Like to go back to like Stardew Valley, for example. I know it has like a glitch where it's still in the game. Like it's really well-known glitch, but it's like if you just name yourself to like a certain, if you give yourself a name to a certain specific thing, like something like entity, item, whatever, the game kind of freaks out when it reads your name from a coding perspective and just spawns whatever you named yourself into your inventory multiple times. So every single time you talk to a character, that you'll just basically fill your inventory with as much of whatever item you put your name to as possible. And you can sort of achieve the same effect with like farm animals, but it's more so like a few times use that it works. Like flying in a bucket in Skyrim? Okay, but that's funny. It's really stupid and should be patched, but also very funny. They'll fall over for leaning too far back in your chair. Oh yeah, shout out to Oats and Goats. I still have that clip saved of just like him doing like a massive lean in his chair and his chair just fucking snapping on him, and he just like fucking fell. He was okay. He didn't get hurt, but it was very funny. But man, I think we're gonna start calling it soon. I'm getting like tired. I'm getting tired, and I want to try to like get some decent sleep. But I love this yapping a little bit. Sorry, like, for the people that came in for wanting to see Touhou. It became a yap fest after practice. But pretty sure we all can't stay up past 2 p.m. Yeah, it's 2 a.m. It's gonna be 2 a.m. for me here. But trust, if you want to see long content, no, 2 a.m. Sorry, no worries. If you want to see a long stream, come Friday. East Coast, me too. Come Friday. Friday is gonna be probably a late stream, but that's gonna be a long stream because I'll just repeat it again. Friday is this day I'll be celebrating my. Today is my birthday. The 29th is my birthday, but in order to have like a long stream to be able to be with you guys, I'm gonna be celebrating it on the 30th. So if you want to come, we'll try to do a lot of different fun things, and I'll show you guys some stuff. Come that day. But yeah, that's gonna be it for now. Thank you all for coming. By the way, it really means a lot to me to have you all here with me and just literally just listen to me yap some BS. But let's see who we can raid into. Who's available right now? Okay. I know who we'll raid into. I won't be able to stick around, but we're gonna raid into my friend Eli. He was asking me some streamers tips before, and I want to give him a little raid since he's just a good guy. Alright, let's go raid him. Bye guys, thank you again for coming. It means a lot to me. Alright, take care. Bye bye.
Monitor glow in a room gone still. Hoodie pulled tight from the late night chill. Ears drop low, chat scrolling slow. Mods already signed off hours ago. Steam fades out, playlist done. Stars in the window blink one by one. Edgey leans back, eyes half shut. Laughs to himself like, man, that was nuts. Good night, Edgey, sleep, you've earned it. Chaos behind calm returns, and moon still up, but the stream has gone. Bunny heart beats till the next log on. Keyboard warm, but the hype's all spent. CCC rested, not a single event. Discord's quiet, no pings, no beef. Edgey's at peace in a blanket of grief. The screen says ending, but we know the trick. Tomorrow he'll glitch in with a brand new bit. But for now, silence wraps his screen. A hero of memes in a galaxy dream. Empty cans line the shelf like troops. Midnight snacks in their final loops. Chatting modes frozen in a final cheer, like echoes from a digital yesteryear. The light from the moon spills pixel blue, reflected in lenses, sleepy but true. One last stretch, a bunny sigh. The CCC slumbers beneath the sky. A cursor blinks where the chaos lived. Code still warm like a gift he gives.